Each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
The JFK Hyannis Museum is offering visitors a ripple of hope. A special exhibit dedicated to the life and work of Robert F. Kennedy opened on Monday, July 2nd.
Well, it's reassuring because, the messages are timeless. People are listening and looking for some way to maybe deal with what they're not happy about. This exhibit does it.
Museum co-founder Rebecca Pierce Merrick curated the exhibit with the help of the RFK Human Rights Foundation.
The theme Ripple of Hope comes from what is considered his greatest speech delivered on June 6, 1966. In that speech and so many others, he inspired millions with his message of equality, dignity, and human rights for all.
Bobby's daughter, Carrie, has written a book about her father. She's pleased to see his message of social justice and civil rights for all on display in Hyannis.
I think that it's really appropriate that this exhibit is here today. When people ask me about my dad and what set him apart, I think of his commitment to social justice, that real belief that, Daddy loved our country so much. When he ran for president, he said, peace and justice and compassion towards those who suffer. That's what the United States should stand for.
Cape and Island State Senator Julian Cyr also attended Monday's opening. He says RFK's message is important to all, especially to our elected officials.
Politics and the work of a politician is not necessarily separated from the work of social justice. In some of the most challenging moments in our country, that social justice is something that not only is part of public service, but is really integral. If you care about social justice, caring about and doing social justice work is something that we need. We need everyone to be doing, but we especially need our elected officials to be doing during real times of moral crisis in our country.
Kennedy family members, including Senator Edward M. Kennedy Jr., are honored to see the family's life and love of Cape Cod represented at the museum.
I know my father was very excited to work with the town and the local community to create this very special place that is now one of the major attractions to Cape Cod. And you've done it all in such a tasteful way and really capturing the essence of my family and the love that they shared, the compassion towards other people, their love of the Cape, and all the beauty that surrounds us each and every day.
So I just want to say how happy I am to be here and to see this exhibit. Walking through here brings so many memories, personal memories back to me of my father growing up here on the Cape, of how much this was the place that he came to, as Teddy mentioned, but this was his home.
RFK Ripple of Hope is open at the JFK Hyannis Museum on Main Street in Hyannis through 2019. For Cape Media News, I'm Sarah Colvin.